LinkedIn for beginners. I will explain you and show 7 basic steps that you should do before you start posting or connecting on LinkedIn. This is ultimate basic tutorial 2026 for your future career development. This is not just a traditional YouTube video, that would be a workshop. What is workshop? You watch piece of my video, make a pause, and you implement these changes immediately. You know, workshop is a two-way communication. Giving you hints, you are changing. So at the end of this workshop, your page would be ready for development. And that means you can publish, you can connect, you can find the job of your dream. And LinkedIn is not always a job. It's sometimes about personal branding. So let's start. What you should know about LinkedIn is that this social media, in comparison with Instagram, YouTube, Tinder, has its own format. And the whole format, the topic is career-oriented. So you should showcase yourself as an expert in your field. And for doing step 1, you should answer yourself honest question. Why? Why you need a page on LinkedIn. I'll give you now several cases of answer why. And you can choose, it's gonna be easier for you to choose which one is yours. Look at this lady, Victoria Repa. I love her. She's a founder of a very famous application, Better Me, and they have 150 million users. Victoria started to invest efforts in her LinkedIn page when she already had a team and a successful business as a founder, because personal brand is much more expensive than money. It gives you stability, trust with the audience. If you're playing in a long distance, you would definitely need the personal brand development. Look, second case. This is Cliff Weitzman, and he's developing his personal brand not because he's very famous and rich, but because he's a startup founder, charismatic, very charismatic startup founder, and his goal is to attract investment. To attract investment, you need trust. What will bring you trust? Personal brand. Look at this lady. Maybe you recognize her. As a refugee, she came from Ukraine to Germany 3 years ago. She had no connections on the local market. She had a very big crown because at home she was successful and quite famous lady, but not in Germany. So she started to invest energy in LinkedIn in order to build connections on a new market, to build network, to build trust, to feel part of professional European society. And she's quite successful with that. I asked ChatGPT to give me some ideas that would help you to answer the question, why are you on LinkedIn? So I think it's quite time for you to make pause, have a look of different reasons, and answer to yourself your why. Because based on the answer you give yourself now would depend how you present, what you're talking, and how you possess yourself. I'm talking about positioning. Answer this question and then we will start to 7 steps. Let's start with the 7 steps that you should do to optimize your profile. Step number 1, 2, and 3 are located in the header of your page. And it's location. If you moved from another country, don't forget to update your location. Profile photo and description and banner. So let's start with the profile photo. How you should look like. I have prepared some examples. Photo, according to the latest trends, should take 80% of your face. So it should be quite big, and ideally, if you are looking straight, having a light smile, and your background is quite clean, not noisy, you should look professional. No sunglasses, please. Before, we tend to have like half of the body on LinkedIn, and now it's a trend to have a clear face, because really the picture is so small. Try to make professional photo, but if you can't, ask Gemini. It will make you. Step 2, headline formula. I prepared for you several examples, like more than 5 examples of good headline formula, and that for how you describe yourself would depend answering the question why you're on LinkedIn. If you're looking for a job, this is exactly formula. You're showcasing your job title, your skill, 2-3 key skills, and then what type of companies, which industry you would like to work for. But if you are on LinkedIn to develop your personal brand, you have your company and you want to expand your potential clients or just build connections, you should pay attention to the next formulas that I am showing you now. It's the next page where you can make a pause and read 4 examples of different personal brands. Let's take one. The king of LinkedIn is Yasmin Alk from Bosnia. He's ambassador of his country. So his headline is called Growing the Best Brands and Businesses on LinkedIn. And here is the formula: growing, then you are sharing what you're growing and where you're growing. Maybe you're helping to develop digital strategies in Instagram, for example. So check different formulas now. By the way, I thank to Ruben Hasid who gathered this formulas from best LinkedIn creators. I personally follow all these guys. They are very interesting. Their pages are dynamic. They post quite often. Here you see on this slide another 4 formulas. So altogether you have 8 formulas plus the first one on a separate slide. So make me keep silent for a moment. Yeah, pause, read, choose yours, and update your page now. No jokes, come on. I know what you're thinking. Okay, I'll do it later. No, do it now. On this slide, you see a useful link. It's a free of charge service where you can place the link to your LinkedIn page and have analysis of your page. It will give you feedback. Is this specific or not? What can be enhanced? Quite recommend you, free of charge. So, by the moment of now, you should have profile picture, description, and location updated according to formulas and recommendations that I've shared with you. I did not make any intro description about myself in this tutorial because this workshop is about you, not about me. But if you would like to connect with me via LinkedIn, you see my page and add and write some nice words that you have seen in my video in YouTube. Step number 4 is about section. It's a section down on the page, and usually people start writing about themselves for ages, like the typical cliches, especially AI generates such cliches. Responsible worker, experienced marketing manager, etc. I'll give you one secret. The section about is actually not about you, but about your target audience. Let's imagine if I'm looking for a job in a marketing agency. You should showcase how you can fit and which functions can you close inside marketing agency. If your aim is to build a personal brand, to find clients, or to build trust to your company, talk about clients. Which pain points, which problems of customers are you able to solve? Use verbs of action. Drive, deliver, contribute, inspire. No, don't use inspire. Achieve, develop, foster. Try to be as short as possible, as specific as possible, talking about your main skills and values. In my LinkedIn page, my goal is to build personal brand, to expand network, and to expand amount of people who trust me. This is my long-term strategy and long-term investment. I'm not looking for a job right now. That's why I focused on my key skills, then on my values, and call to action is book one-to-one meeting just to get in touch, to connect with more people. Think about your description section now. Of course, you can ask AI to help you, but please be specific. Delete every generic question that AI will write for you. Try to make it as short as possible. It's time to make pause and make description for your about section. Don't be lazy, do it now. Step number 5, and it is devoted to your work experience. Of course, you should fill in this section with your work experience, but depending on what kind of job you're looking for, you should show your experience. I know many of you have very different experience in different industries. So make your priorities, what kind of job you're looking for, and try to showcase this in your description. Very typical mistake of people, they write name of the company but don't write what this company is doing. For example, I know, Beetroot. What is Beetroot? Is this a music school? Is this a restaurant? Is this IT academy for entrepreneurs? It should be written the IT Academy for Entrepreneurs and then Beetroot, because I know you who's looking my videos, most of you moved from one country to another, and even though it's a big brand in your country and everyone knows this company, where you are now, it's not like that. So you should showcase if you worked in a marketing agency as SMM manager. And the name of the marketing agency actually does not matter. Very important recommendation. Before filling in your work experience, analyze the job title formulations on the market where you are now. For example, in my country, we have position which is called client manager or customer support manager. And in Europe, it can be called account manager or accountant. And I thought that accountant is actually a financial manager. So your formulations of your job experience should be based on market where you are looking for a job. And also on the screen now you see another formula. You see, I love formulas to help you showcase specifically in one sentence what kind of job did you do. Okay, now it's time to make pause and you to fill in all your job descriptions. If you have gaps between, you may also write what did you do during that gap. For example, taking education or taking maternity leave or whatever. If you have a gap for several months, it's fine. But if it's a year or more, you can show what you have been doing. This work experience section is very similar to your CV. Skills. Step number 6. And it's devoted to skills. You should add that skills which are needed for the job of your dream. If you're building your personal brand, just ignore, skip this section. Don't think about skills. Why it is important? Because HR managers, when they are filtering people in LinkedIn, they identify skills which are needed for a specific job. And if you have those skills, algorithms would show your page higher. In skills section in LinkedIn, there is such concept as endorsement, which means that you confirm that I have that skill. For example, you now can visit my page, go to section skills, and confirm the skill of public speaking or educating, because you now know that I really have the skill, and it's called endorsements. So once you've added your skills, I recommend not more than 20. Ask your friends, your colleagues to come and endorse your skills. And of course, I ask you to endorse my skills, please. And last but not least, recommendations. If it is possible to get recommendations from your colleagues, your clients, your boss, it's very nice to have. And my suggestion that you start first. When you write recommendation to someone, the person will get it in private messages and approves or declines. So if you would send recommendation to your friend or to your colleague, it's natural that your colleague would also want to help you and send recommendation to you. This is very short but also very important step. Bonus tips. What is there? Let's see. When you are expanding your network, Very often people just press the button follow. But in LinkedIn, we have follow and we have connect. Followers are not friends. For example, if now I will press follow of this lady's page, she will even not get a notification that I am following her. If I really want to connect with her, so I should press more. Sometimes if you're using mobile, it's 3 dots and you are using section connect. If you're using section connect, you will have possibility to add some personal message. This is another screenshot when you're pressing connect using your laptop. Unfortunately, this option is not valid through mobile. Don't ask me why, I don't know. It's very nice practice when you are adding personal note why you would like to connect with that person. For example, I've seen your YouTube video and that was very helpful. Let's connect. Or I have attended the event where you were a speaker. I would love to thank you. And you are connecting. With such a personal note, the person would accept your connection with much more chances. I know many people who do not accept in connections anyone whom they don't know, and there is no personal note, and which makes sense. I hope you understand. Okay, that was 7 steps, basic ones that you should do before start posting, connecting, and developing your LinkedIn. And I would like to hear your feedback if you found this useful or not. And I have part 2. If I will get 100 likes for this video, I would record part 2. But there is no sense to watch part 2 if you would not make these 7 steps that I mentioned in part 1. So please, I don't want this video to be just a video. This is a workshop for you to update your page, and you can write me a personal message in LinkedIn and I'll have a look and give you feedback to your page. Now I can say a couple of words about myself. I'm not LinkedIn trainer. I would say I am LinkedIn lover, and I'm business consultant and university lecturer in Berlin, and I'm running my YouTube channel which is called Monetization Educator, because business and marketing are my big passions. I'm happy to share my knowledge and experience, and I want you to get success as fast as possible. Thank you.